Buenas a todos, aquí van a ir en un nuevo capítulo de Dragon Age y me acabo de dar cuenta de que el golem es una chica. No parece que tenga tetas, pero si hablas con él, a ver qué dice. ¿A qué viene tanto suspiro?
That. Merely
Lo
reflecting on the
desesperada.
hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Me alegra saber de qué te preocupa al menos.
It's true. One single tear. And then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
A ver qué más nos dice. Esperaba que los golems fueran diferentes.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
No hay que ponerse
I am not
susceptibles.
sensitive. I am made of stone. Sensitive is the exact opposite of what I am. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
Pareces tener bastante animación.
I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
Si tú lo dices.
I do. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Ah, me bajo -5. Hijo de puta. Tengo algunas
It
preguntas.
doesn't have better things to do.
¿Esos cristales son parte de tu
I
piel?
like to think of them as accessories.
¿Pero para qué sirven?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
Eso sigue sin
As
explicar
I
nada.
understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
¿Lo consiguió?
Not really, although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
¿Te gustaría que te pusieran más?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
¿Cómo fuiste a parar a Honeth? ¿Lo recuerdas?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Golems snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
Yo creía que te gustaban asustar a los humanos.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself.
Pero ¿por qué estabas ahí fuera delante de la torre?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
Ese tal Wilhelm no te gustaba, está claro.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Fue una suerte, de hecho.
Clearly, I am worth it.
¿Recuerdas algo antes de lo de Hollinger?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
¿Cuántos años tienes exactamente?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
Interesante, ya no tengo más preguntas al respecto.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Bien. Vale, ahora vamos a ir... Bueno, primero vamos a encantar.
Enchantment?
Creo que encantar.
Enchantment!
Esta no la voy a encantar. Esto ya está. Pero esta sí. Resistencia a hechizos. ¿Qué tiene de especial resistencia a hechizos? Esto mola, la verdad. Electricidad. Resistencia a hechizos. Resistencia a hechizos. Vamos a meter la electricidad. Aceptar. No debería haber cambiado ya el arma de Sten. Sí. Vale, perfecto. Vamos a ver si tiene algo que decir Morrigan.
Yes? If you must.
No.
Yes?
Vamos a borrarnos con ella.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a romantic.
Nunca está de más.
fancy.
No sé que si sube la relación o no. Igual poco a poco. Pero bueno. No sube nada la relación. Nada por culo. Uno no puede follar a gusto. Pues nos vamos ya. Hmm. 13, 11, 11, 11 y 11. Esto está muy avanzado, ¿eh?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Vamos a llevarnos a nuestro equipo estrella. Porque sí. Y vamos, ya que estamos por Honlad, vamos a Risco Rojo, yo creo. Ya hemos hecho la torre en círculo. Vamos a Risco Rojo y luego subimos arriba, hasta las montañas. Oh, batalla. ¿O no? Bueno, no, nada más.
You have coins, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, Old Tegra can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
¿Qué se está
There's two
haciendo en
things I'm here
Orzammar?
for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Vamos a ver ese descuento tuyo. Mm, ¿Cuánto vale? 12 de oro, mierda. Pues vamos a vender algo. Esto por ejemplo. Los cristales estos. Mm, mm, mm. Vale, este tío no tiene nada, así que así... Pero esto sí que me interesa. Esto no, y las hechas tampoco. Hmm. Uh, Esto los quiero. Ya sé quién regalárselo. El módulo laminada. La coraza de coloso está muy bien, pero... no sé, no me convence. El modelo de templario mola y tal, pero también... Esto por ejemplo, coraza completa pesada fuera. Está fuera. Fuera. Es que esto es la coraza de sangre de dragón, pero la verdad me gasto una pasta en ellos para que no tengan ningún efecto. Igual poniéndomelos juntos aparece algún efecto, pero nada. Así que esto fuera también. Escudo de Harvard está bastante bien, pero ya tengo otros mejores, así que nada, fuera. De las aramas... esto ya lo puedo equipar. Voy a quitarme estas... Ballesta antigua. Esa me la voy a quedar, por si acaso. Y el espadón fuera. Vale, fuera los bálsamos. Los venenos, porque no los voy a utilizar. Aumenta la velocidad de movimiento y de ataque al usuario durante un corto periodo de tiempo. No voy a utilizarla, seamos sinceros. Risco de ácido tampoco y la bomba eléctrica tampoco. No es mi estilo de juego, la verdad. De este solo quedaban estos dos, ¿no? Espada y cuadro de la reina rebelde, ¿no? La vamos a comprar. Tampoco es muy caro. Y siempre se lo podemos regalar a alguien. Tengo constitución +2. Que me parece bien, la verdad. Esto fuera. Y el resto bien. Vale, hostia, este en subnivel. A 38 yo creo que es una buena. Le vamos a subir esto, por ejemplo. Siguiente. Pasivo. Personaje sabio de la destrucción en la muerte de Ana contra golems y demás creaciones. Vale. Por si acaso. Vale. Yo creo que ya está todo.
You have coins, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old tech, fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Vale, no me dice nada más. Ya veis aquí cómo va avanzando la ruina. Tengo que ir a la cabaña de Flemeth. Después de esta misión seguramente.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
¿Qué te preocupa?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in? The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
¡No jodas! No lo sabía.
How? When would I say that? Oh, by the way, King Marek had sex with a servant and she produced a bastard son. That's me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Creo que lo
Oh,
entiendo.
good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
¿Estás seguro que no me estás ocultando nada más?
Besides my unholy love of fine cheeses and a minor obsession with my hair, no, that's it. Just the prince thing.
Entonces eres el heredero al trono.
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. Now, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Como ordenes, mi príncipe.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Área desbloqueada, Risco Rojo. La aptitud, inspiración, la constitución. Esta ya la habíamos conseguido, pero bueno. La verdad es que voy a poner esto así de grande para todos. Es que no me caben las putas habilidades. Lo que estaba buscando es esto. Aquí. Resistencia al frío, más 15 de daño por frío y radia frío. Me parece bien. Vamos a equiparlo. Espera, que aquí hay cosillas.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
¿Qué quieres decir? ¿Hay algún problema?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
¿De qué estás hablando? ¿Qué
We're under
noticia?
attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arlemon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Arlimon Van Tigan. Joder, qué nombre es.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news!
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
No deis crédito a las mentiras de Loghain.
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
¿De qué clase de criaturas estáis hablando?
Some call them the walking dead, decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Kaelin dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arleman.
Os ayudaremos, por supuesto.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
¿Y qué quieres que hagamos entonces?
Leave? And what about our plan to get Arleman's help?
The plan was never to come and defend this village.
No pienso abandonar a esta gente,
You'd
olvídalo.
save this village while countless others fall to the darkspawn. So be it.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Otra.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Quiero hablar contigo sobre la
Of course.
situación. Tenéis aquí a algunos de los caballeros de
I have those
Erwin.
few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
La búsqueda de la urna de las cenizas
Yes,
sagradas.
I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
¿Por qué estáis en la capilla con los
Sir
ciudadanos?
Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Si las cosas salen
Should the
mal,
monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
¿Y qué ocurrirá cuando termine la batalla?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Devolveré al
Very
trabajo.
well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Morrigan solo -5. A ver qué tal nos llevamos con Morrigan. Aquí. Aprobado. Bueno.
Yes? If you must.
Nada.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
Quieta.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
The night is coming. From the bad men.
Good day.
Stay here and be brave.
We sit here. You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. I haven't heard from them since.
Eres Jeta.
I am. You've heard of me?
Tu marido y tu hijo están muertos.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
De nada.
Maker's blessings upon you.
I
No
guess so.
Vale.
We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
Haremos hablar con este.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who
Why haven't
exists
Mother
in the
and
Maker's
Father
sight.
returned yet?
Blessed art thou who seeks... You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
¿Hay alguna razón por la que no deba ayudar?
Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in return. I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
¿Está segura la capilla?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
Debo irme.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
When will they be back? On me?
What is it you need, child?
Nah.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
Be brave, young man. Your parents would want that.
Vamos a decir, a ver qué dice este.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
¿Te encuentras bien? ¿Por qué lloras?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
¿Por qué ha habido? ¿Lo sabes?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
No te preocupes, yo iré a buscarlo.
Thank you so much. Please find him.
Niño desaparecido. Vamos a ver qué nos espera afuera.
Ah, fresh air. It was difficult to breathe within with all that self...
You know, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night. Well, sure, they take the...
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
Puede que ellos son fantasmas, nunca se
If
sabe.
it takes a ghost or two to kill a horde of evil monsters, I'll take it. But you look plenty alive to me. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Ten fe, buen hombre, juntos derrotaremos a este mal.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
¿Cómo anda la moral?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
Tengo algunas preguntas.
Ask away.
¿Dónde puedo comprar el equipo?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
Pero no hay ningún otro sitio para vender cosas.
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I won't trust him, though.
Cuéntame qué pasa.
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Bantegan was here.
¿Sabes algo sobre la enfermedad de Early?
No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
¿Dónde está?
All right.
¿Qué tengo que hacer para ayudar?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
¿Por qué Owen se niega a hablar contigo?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Arlessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
¿Necesitas algo
We
más?
could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Háblame
He's
de
a
Dwin.
trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out. Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
Quería hablar con
Don't
él.
drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Vale. Tengo varias opciones, lo que no sé es dónde. Aquí hay una casa, comercio. Barril. Más cosillas. Biela. Y raíz mortal.
Going.
Este por ejemplo aquí, que como no lo voy a utilizar en batalla. Madre mía. A ver, aquí hay una casa. Casa de Kirezal. ¿Por dónde entro, compañero? La mía por aquí. Vamos a ver quién hay por aquí. Hola, Aileen.
This isn't your home.
A small human. I say burn it out.
Oh, que lo quememos.
What are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
Antes dime qué estabas haciendo ahí.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
¿Te estás masturbando? Seguro, podría ayudarte.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
¿No crees que eres un poco joven para luchar?
Well, maybe the sword was too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
¿Dónde está ahora la espada?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Yo podría usar la espada para ayudar a la ciudad.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the chantry. Good luck.
Dale, corre, pequeñajo. Dejadme pasar, quiero ver esa espada.
All right.
9 con 1. A ver qué tal es comparado con las otras. Esta es mejor. Pero esto ya ni te digo. Y Alistair... Es que tengo espadas mejores, tío. No compensa. Pero bueno, nos hemos llevado una espada para alguien. No sé quién, pero para alguien. Vámonos. Ay, ya estoy. A ver, me he dado cuenta de una cosa. Es que tengo el listor con el casco este, que es muy bueno, pero... No sé... Ah, 42... Cago en... A ver, esto es la herrería.
Yes. Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Eres Owen, el herrero, quiero hablar contigo.
Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
Prefería no hablar con una puerta en medio. ¿Puedo pasar?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
Soy Banir. Madre mía. Otra vez. Soy Banir, un guardia gris que está ayudando a Bantigan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
La milicia necesita
Why
desesperadamente
should
tu
I help
ayuda.
Murdoch when he won't help me? Hmm? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Rescataré a tu hija.
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Y la milicia necesita tu ayuda.
If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
Haré lo que pueda.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You are asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Te lo prometo, la
I'll
encontraré.
accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Is this a promise we will not keep?
Let's hope not.
What's this?
I said nothing to you, human.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible. I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Vale. A ver. Mapa del mundo. Herrería. Taberna. Capilla. Casas de comercio y casas de twinning. Voy a ir a las casas de por aquí primero. Comercio era el que estaba aquí. Vamos a ver qué tiene. Un cofre cerrado bien. Qué asco no tener a...
Vashaden.
Indeed.
a uno que abra las cosas.
I shall.
Encima habilidad insuficiente. A ver, Liliana, ¿qué nivel estás? Estás al nivel 11. Vale. Este requiere nivel 12, así que le van a dar por culo. Aún así 22 de astucia. Entrenamiento de combate experto. ¿Qué mierda es entrenamiento de combate experto? No lo entiendo. No lo entiendo. Bueno. Voy a ponerle más destreza. Más destreza. Siguiente. Mierda esta. Y a ver si puedo usar el arco este. Joder, pero si el arco de gracia no es mucho mejor, pero ¿por qué este mola más? Penetración de armaduras tiene menos, alcance tiene menos, el arco de Bergan. Bergan. Bueno, pues nada. Aquí no puedo poner la espada, ¿no? Qué caca, tía. Ni siquiera puedes abrir el puto cofre. No sirves para nada. Pues nada, te quito. Prefiero aquí a aquí.
Yes.
A Sten, prefiero a Sten. A ver, ¿dónde está la casa del tío este? Comercio. Ah, vale, está por allí. Ah, aquí. Llamas a la puerta. Hola.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Mis disculpas, no pretendí
Apology
molestar.
accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch quiere...
So what?
La milicia te
Recruiting
necesita.
for him?
Punto.
I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
¿Algún modo de cambiarte la
Let's hear what
pantalla?
you've got.
Hablaré bien de ti a Van Tigan o al Ern.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Oh, pico de oro. Es que soy buenísimo convenciendo. No hay nada para robar. Ay. Vale, ya hemos entrado en el comercio, casa de Kirklin. Falta la taberna.
Stop fidgeting. I don't like being out here, Dwin.
Ay, siento mis ataques de tos. Pero no puedo mutear el micro y nada porque es el de la webcam. Así que... lo siento mucho. Lloyd... Miliciano... Berwick.
Not looking for company.
¿Quién
I'm not
eres?
here to talk. Just leave me to drink, all right? I just want to be left alone.
Oh, venga, tío.
I said I'm not looking for company.
Qué extraño ver a aquel otra
And
vez.
that's all we have in common.
¿Y eso qué
I'm not
significa?
here to talk. Just leave me to drink, all right? I just want to be left alone.
No, hombre,
I
no me
said
seas
I'm not
así.
looking for company.
No deberías estar con la milicia.
Why? I don't live here.
Tú te quedas en la
Just
ciudad.
waiting until I can leave again.
¿Quién eres?
I'm not here to talk. Just leave me to drink, all right? I just want to be left alone. I said I'm not looking for company.
Venga, tío.
And that's all we have in common. I'm not here to talk. Just leave me to drink.
Vaya por Dios, ¿qué te vas a pasar?
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
¿Qué sabes sobre el elfo
Not
del
much.
rincón?
He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
¿Cómo va el negocio?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
Deduzco que Lloyd no te cae demasiado bien,
He gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
Podría hablar con él sobre eso.
No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine.
Una chica guapa como tú debería estar en un sitio mejor.
Oh, you think I'm pretty, do you?
Lo bastante como para llevarte a salir de aquí si lo deseas.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
Me conformo con un beso, quizá una sonrisa.
You're a rare one, you are, making me laugh with this blackness hanging over our heads.
That's what the Grey Wardens are all about. Amusing people.
Oh, venga, no te pongas celosa.
You make it through the night, and you'll get your kiss. Make her bless you. I'll kiss every man in the village if we survive.
Hurrah! 3 cheers for Bella!
No iréis a estar en la
Later on,
botella.
yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Sí, así es.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
No, bueno.
Keep safe.
Hay piso de arriba. Y por aquí atrás. No, tampoco hay nada. Vamos a hablar con Joy.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travellers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret it.
¿Qué quieres decir?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
¿Quién eres?
Name's Lloyd. We don't get many elves out here. You're a runaway from the city.
¿Refugiado? ¿Y no podría ser un simple viajero?
I suppose you could. Never thought about it, really. Something else I can get for you?
Responder algunas
Fine.
preguntas.
Make them quick.
A ver si está ayer ayudando a defender la ciudad.
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward. But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Fine, I'll go.
I approve. All who are able should fight.
But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
I said I'm not looking for company.
He ido que eres Berwick.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
Pareces terriblemente nervioso. ¿Por qué?
No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name. That's all.
Dicen que estás esperando a tu hermano.
What? Oh, yes. He was supposed to meet me here. And then I got stuck here when monsters from the castle attacked.
¿Y quieres que me trague eso?
Look, just because you're an elf doesn't mean we should be friends. I was just told to... I mean, just leave me alone.
No pienso moverme, me empieza a cantar.
About what? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
Persuadir, esto sería mucho más sencillo si me dices que estás ocultando.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
¿Quiénes son tus jefes? ¿Quién te contrataron para hacer esto?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
¿Y qué se supone que deberías vigilar en el
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
Así que sabes cómo ha ocurrido todo esto, cuéntamelo.
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know.
¿Cómo sé que me estás diciendo?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
Te creo, lo matas. Creo que deberías ayudar a defender el Risco Rojo esta noche.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Ah. Y Sten está aún más de acuerdo. Merecía la pena ir a la taberna.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over a drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
No solo estamos preparados, Murdo. Vamos a... Sigo teniendo que hablar con Serpé.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Vale. Está con sus hombres al norte. Para allá. A ver. No sé por dónde ir. ¿Y esta casa? Era Garrison.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Nada por ahora.
Very well.
I'm off.
Vale.
Don't you ever talk? You know, make polite conversation, just to put people at ease.
Está hablando
I
Sten.
should remark upon the weather before I cut off a man's head.
Never mind.
Ah, mira, están aquí.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Puedes llamarme Banir si te parece. Llámame Guardia Gris porque eso es lo que
Grey
soy.
Warden it is then, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
¿Puedo hacer algo para
We have
ayudaros?
sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
¿Necesitas
No,
algo más?
nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Quisiera hacerte unas
Ask me
preguntas.
whatever you wish.
Háblame de la búsqueda de la urna sagrada.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
¿Y qué enfermedad fue la que
I'm
contrajo
never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
¿Y qué lleva al Arlessa a pensar que alguien daría por la urna? Con
The
la
Earl once
urna.
employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
¿Y no podrías enviar a alguien a buscar los demás caballeros para que regresen?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
Así que tus caballeros dejaron un castillo indefenso.
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. As you wish.
¿Cómo estás?
Although we are far better equipped than Murdoch and his villagers, we knights are too few. Things will be grim after sundown. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands.
Continúa.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
No word from the castle?
Yes, yes, very lovely. Let us soak in the vista before the massing.
Vamos a ver. Tiene una puerta tapada por paja. Mira, a mí no me engañáis.
Yes.
Madre mía, qué asco de tos. Vale, vamos a bajar a la capilla. Tenemos que hablar con la madre, la abadesa, la capillera. No sé cómo decirlo. Y tenemos que pedirles algo para que ayude en la batalla. Bendiciones. Ay.
What is it you need, child?
Pero necesita una protección sagrada por sus
I
caballeros.
have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
¿Qué quieres decir?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Pero si piensan que los ayuda...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Bueno, chica. Ah, mira. Esta ya la hago completa.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Hablando de la espada...
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Te la volveré después de la batalla.
Use it
Pertenece
well.
a tu familia.
If we survive, I'll gladly take it back. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone... Well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Me contentaré con un beso de la jovencita.
You are very sweet. I suppose there's no harm in it.
Solo era una broma, querido mío. Basta con una sonrisa.
You're a kind and generous man. Please, be safe tonight. May the Maker watch over you.
Ay, borrega. Pobrecilla Morrigan. Debería regalarle algo. No sé. No. No. No tengo nada para regalar, la verdad.
Back again?
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Dijisteis que queríais protección sagrada.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
¿Os servirán de algo?
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
Pues ni siquiera son
I do not
mágicos.
approve of magery and such, but the symbols of the Chantery are holy and blessed by the Maker, not the work of mages. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
¿Necesitas algo
No,
más?
nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Vale, misión actualizada. Creo que he completado todo. A ver.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown.
A ver. ¿Cómo anda la
The
mano?
men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
Ay, me ha dado un ataque de tos horrible y he tenido que cortar, pero bueno. He bebido un poco de agua y ya estoy mejor, así que estoy preparado para luchar, esperemos al anochecer. Coño, dale.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
No, estoy preparado.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
Ahí vienen. Coño.
You cannot win.
Ya, pero qué duro este, ¿no? Madre mía, son durísimos, No, no, no. Cago en la puta. No me esperaba eso. Bueno, de momento todos van bien.
Redcliffe will not be defeated by The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barracks! We need help!
Caballeros, quedaros aquí, guardad el paso. Alistair ha subido de nivel. Más fuerza, necesito llegar, más fuerza. Vengo a poner 34 y 20 constitución. Esta necesita más astucia. No tengo ni puta idea. Esta, por ejemplo. Siguiente. Templario pasivo. El templario ha aprendido a concentrarse en su cometido, lo que le confiere una gran bonificación de resistencia mental. Valor, el coraje confiere... vamos a ponerle templario. Pero antes de nada vamos a mirar su armadura. Nada, hasta que no llega a 38 de fuerza, nada. Y está hasta el 42, nada. Es que esto es feísimo. Es feo como el culo. Nada, nada. Así estamos bien.
Yes.
Madre mía. Venga. No, esta no.
I shall do it. them out.
¡No! Me cago en la puta. Recupérate. Uf, me están poniendo jodido, Venga, tú puedes con estos dos. Alistair. Y tú vas a comerte el lirio, pero vamos, por un tubo. Han matado al alcalde. Madre mía, esto está siendo muy bien. Ay, vamos, Morrigan.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious.
Por poco.
And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
Aún hay mucho para hacer, Banterga.
Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
Guarda silencio.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Vale. ¿Qué pasa? Va a ser así como un contraataque. Nos hemos rechazado y ahora toca atacar.
Were you really in that cage for 20
days? Mortal.
It might have been closer to 30. I stopped counting after a while. What did you do? I mean, 20 days is a long time to sit in one place and do nothing. On good days, I posed riddles to the passers-by, offering them treasures in exchange for correct answers. Really? No. Ah, too bad. That's got serious potential.
Paso de coger los cofres, es que... no, coño, porque es que a veces tienen cosas buenas. Esto no...
Indeed.
No puede ser, no puede ser. Además, es con lo único que me sube el email esta tía. Cogiendo cofres. Para hablar de haber ido. Ah, va por culo.
Of all the...
Yes.
No sé si llevar al tocho, al gigante. Al golem. La golem. A ver, mientras caminamos voy a ir cambiando un poco esto. Joder.
It is sad to think of how much death there has been here. But we have saved the village beyond all expectations. You have done well, my friend. I will remain here to guard the village and receive any fellow knights as they continue to return. At least until the castle is retaken.
Vale, vale. A ver, esto ahí... Tú deberías estar por aquí. Con esta. Por si acaso. Aquí, tú aquí.